Guys, I've done it. After years of playing, I finally figured out how to revolutionize the way that SkyWars is played. What you are about to see is about to change the meta of SkyWars and enter a new era. The Iro era. My strategy is so great, many players might even consider this as cheating. What you are about to see is going to blow your mind. Speaking of blowing your mind, if you do end up enjoying this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, as it would really help me out a huge bunch. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. Context makes all the difference, so I'm going to be explaining a little bit of context as to how the current meta of SkyWars is, because some people might not have played in a while or just don't keep up with things. Predating July 2020, the main kits that people used were the Frog kit and the Enderman kit, which gave jump boost potions and ender pearls respectively. The issue was that neither of these two kits were really all that balanced, and because they weren't that balanced compared to other kits, they quickly became the meta. If you've watched any of my older videos, you'll know how much I actually hate the frog kit. See that guy? You see that guy in green over there?
Yeah.
He's a frog. We don't like frogs.
Oh.
Frogs are the most disgusting thing in this game. The frog is dead. The frog is dead. And how much, pretty much no SkyWars player really liked it, except the people who used it and benefited from it. Whee! However, in July of 2020, there was an update that not only added a bunch of new stuff, but it also changed some things around and nerfed the two most broken kits in the game. Here's a frog right here. He clearly is still living in March, but hey, whatever works for him. The frog is dead! Regardless of what you thought about the update, it kind of saved SkyWars and shifted the meta away from those two kits into new kits, and it added a nice change of pace for once. Now the two most broken kits in the game, well, I can't really say broken, but now the most utilized kits in the game are the Knight kit and the Scout kit. Currently, I'm using the Scout kit, and that guy that I just hit into the void used the Knight kit. The Knight kit gives a sword that's better than anything you can get off middle or spawn, which is a sharp 2 iron compared to a sharp 1 diamond, which you usually get from chests. A lot of people liked this extra damage, so they started using that kit. Please no, please no! What is this fight? Okay. Oh, that was too intense. That was too intense. So now that you kind of understand the context of where SkyWars is at right now, I want to introduce to you a new kit. The slime kit. Well, actually, it's not really a new kit. It's been around for a very long time, but it's very underutilized. As a matter of fact, most of these kits are. It's very sad that a lot of these kits are underutilized because most of them are really, really fun to play with. I mean, sure, you can definitely get a lot of wins and kills with Scout, but it's more fun to play with variety. So I've been messing around with this slime kit a little bit, and I wanted to go over some of the main things that I found that it could be good for. And the first one is clutching. Clutching is kind of a big thing in SkyWars, and just in any game mode, a lot of people really like to watch you save yourself in a situation where all hope is gone. So why not try and just show it off a little bit? I keep stuttering, help. So I just kind of wanted to demonstrate the basic block clutch, which is kind of like, you know, you run off, you jump on the side, so on and so forth. This guy's rushing. If I just do this, look at that power! Typically in a regular block clutch situation, you're kind of stuck. If you get hit into the void, or you get hit off and you clutch on the side, you're kind of stuck. Like, I'm stuck here. There's no bounce, there's no nothing. If someone wants to hit me off, they can. However, with the slime blocks, you get a little bit of an extra spring in your step, and you actually bounce. You bounce a little bit when you land and clutch with a slime block, which means that if your opponent isn't paying attention, you're just gonna bounce up and you can easily get back to the same playing field as them without having to worry about getting hit into the void immediately after clutching. I'm gonna clean this fight up a little bit. Maybe hit him into the void. He's got strength now probably, so I gotta be careful. Now, obviously, I'm not the greatest at clutching in the world. There's people who are far better than me. And honestly, I think that they could benefit from a kit like this, where a lot of the movement and a lot of the clutches that they do, they might end up dying from. But if they have that little spring in their step, I mean, imagine the possibilities. Imagine if someone like Specular got it in their hands, like, oh my god, imagine that. That'd be insane. Escape! So there's also a couple other things with this besides just clutching. As much as clutching is cool, I mean, sometimes it doesn't work. As you just saw there, I kind of got lagged back a little bit, and it really just didn't work in my favor. So yeah, it's not only just good for clutching, it's also very good for building momentum, unless I get rotted mid-movement. It's very interesting for building momentum. I have better clips of this from a video I made a couple weeks back, but sometimes the momentum can actually really help you get out of a tough situation. I'm out of breath. I'll probably play a couple clips on the screen now of what I'm talking about. I captured it a lot better in an older video. Oh, look at that momentum! I am literally unstoppable! But it definitely could be very good for moving in general and just kind of getting out of tough situations. So the final use that I figured out for this kit was that it was actually surprisingly alright for bridging. Like using the slime blocks instead of the regular blocks. I found that it was pretty consistent when you did it with like a butterfly bridge like that. It was surprisingly consistent, as I say that. It was surprisingly consistent and easy to do, actually. I found that much easier to do than the other thing that I just did. Just like that. I think once again, give this to the right person and they'll definitely be able to make some use of it. Whee! Then again, like with everything, there's pros and cons to everything. So yeah, a couple of the biggest pros that I mentioned were already the things that I talked about. It's pretty good for bridging, pretty good for clutching, so on and so forth. I mean, I can't really keep repeating myself or else I'm just gonna keep talking in circles and that's not gonna be entertaining. And of course, some of the cons are the fact that you don't really get too much stuff compared to other kits. Like speed is a lot more useful. That better sword is a lot more useful. This is kind of more of a situational kit rather than an actual, I'm gonna win and get 7,000 million wins off this kit. I mean, it's more for fun than anything else. But as you kind of saw from that last game, I didn't even use any of the kit's actual stuff because it's just, it's good for certain situations. It's not the greatest all-rounder, which is why I think a lot more people use kits like Knight and Scout, because they're very good pretty much all the time. There's not really a situation where they're not good kits. Overall, though, I do think if you're looking for some quick fun for a couple hours, you can have a lot of fun just bouncing around with the slime kit. It's very fun. Bink. So yeah, that's going to be the end of the video. Let me know what you guys thought about it, and if you're going to maybe try and use this kit more, I mean, it's pretty fun. If you want a couple hours of fun, play with this. If you want wins and kills, use something else. That's pretty much it. I mean, yeah, if you are new and end up enjoying this, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and yeah, have a great day. Peace. I brought my pogo stick just to show her a trick. She had so many friends. Jump, pogo, 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 bounce, pogo, 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 down, pogo, 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 up, pogo, 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 down, fuck, down. Unannounced sister games of players with no name. They line up double quick, but just one pogo stick. Everyone gets to play, run away, expose. It was so exotic, but just one pogo stick.